All right, here we are, gone past 9 o'clock on a hump of the week, Wednesday, which means it is time for sports inside the locker room. And I'm so excited because I'm proud to be a Nigerian. That's all, people. I'm very, very happy to be a Nigerian today. And of course, joining us for a whole world of sports, we have got the lady herself. You might love her hair, but I promise you, you'll be blown away by her analysis. Tega Tiger in the studio.
Yeah, I like this. Clap, where's my applause?
Hold on. I'm sorry. One
People,
second.
people should treat me differently. I beat Egypt yesterday, single-handedly. I don't know how you people want. That's my side of the story. I don't know how you want to say it, but I beat Egypt, so you cannot be treating me like this. Good morning, Lagos. Did we scream aloud together yesterday? Did
you
we
need
have fun?
you need to see her right now. In fact, yes, you can see her right now. We are up on youtube.com/smooth981 FM Lagos. Yeah, when you go to us, you will literally see Locker Room streaming live. And you need to see Locker Room streaming live because of what Tega is wearing and also because of the fantastic hair. You know what? I'm glad that you know how to multitask and be best at everything. Well done, you. Well done. And of course, we'd love to get yours. No, we'd love to get. We know we're going to get your thoughts and your takes on this. So make sure you send your WhatsApp messages in to 0809 440 981. Let's get into it.
Alrighty, so let's talk about tennis stories. By the way, I saw King Richard yesterday. I was telling Shogwa it's a beautiful,
Oh,
beautiful film.
so I'm going to report someone to you, Guide. I have not seen King Richard since I have not because my new thing is I go and see movies about certain things with the
Uh-huh.
experts in those things. So I
Okay.
went with a fashion person to go and see House of Gucci,
Gucci.
and of course, knowing the connections I have, people, I said I was going to go and watch King Richard with a certain someone who has made herself unavailable. Goodbye.
Is there
Thank
certain
you.
someone in the studio?
Oh yes, she is.
We have
Okay.
beaten Egypt. That's
There,
all I'm saying.
there we go.
That's your answer to everything today, huh?
Okay, so Novak Djokovic on Wednesday admitted errors in his travel papers and his behavior after a claimed coronavirus infection as he battled to stay in Australia and fight for a record 21st Grand Slam. Now, the world number one said his team had offered fresh information to the Australian government, which is pondering whether to cancel his visa again and throw him out of the country.
All right, so this is the follow up to the story. Remember on Monday, the judge ruled that the initial cancellation of visa should be quashed, so he was allowed to stay in Australia. However, the government had the autonomy or the opportunity to still cancel his visa on ministerial procedure, whatever that it means. So the government gave themselves 24 hours. Now it's turning up that there were a lot of errors with Novak Djokovic. First of all, on the form he filled to get the Australian visa, he claimed that he'd never been to Spain.
Oh, wow.
He had been to Spain.
Of course.
So
I love in Spanish.
so with that, so he, according to him, he said he wasn't the one that filled the form, that it was his agent that filled the form. And this is a pandemic moment, so those kind of things happen. Well, is your name on the form? It's like somebody that filed the tax. Remember when this guy went to jail? What's his name now? Wesley Snipes went to jail for not paying his taxes. It was the guy that used to do his taxes that didn't pay his taxes, but it was Wesley Snipes' tax. So he had to serve the punishment. So this is your form. You applied for the visa. The agent filled it. Why didn't you look through? Well, the agent filled it and misinformed Australia. So you are responsible at the end of the day. There was also the effect where he came to say that that there have been reports in the media that he tested positive on the 16th and went for his foundation stuff on the 17th and then had an interview on the
Was
18th.
doing photo shoots left, right,
Yes,
and
so doing
center, hobnobbing with
he now
people.
comes out to say comes out to say that he did a test on the 16th, didn't get the results till like the 17th.
Was on
After
the 18th. Where was he?
wait now after the foundation thing, but that on the 18th he did go for the interview with Lequip,
My bad.
and he wore a mask throughout apart from when he wanted to take a picture, and he kept social distancing.
You know what, people? You know what, people? Applause is not just for Tega. Here we go.
But here is the,
Novak Djokovic trying his best, one mask at a time, to just make the world a better
but,
place.
but here's the problem with what he's saying. In the Australian court, under oath, he actually said that he got tested and got the result on the 16th.
Once again,
So under
Novak
oath, he has
Djokovic, you're
said
being
he
the
got
best at
tested and got
this.
the result on the 16th.
Mm-hmm.
On his Instagram page now, he's claiming that he got the result on the 17th, albeit he still went out after a positive COVID
And you know
result
what? You
in
know,
public instead of isolating.
Teka.
Now in Serbia, let me
Mm-hmm.
break down the story. In Serbia, if you do that, you get 3 years imprisonment
Okay.
for
So it's even worse for him
yeah,
as
for
we speak.
deliberation. But he's from Serbia. He's
His
a
royalty.
now he's royalty in Serbia. But in Australia, so all these things, the Australian government are gathering all this information, and they are going to see whether they will use that to still kick him out. But he was training yesterday, and I don't know. Australian Open starts on Monday, but I'm not sure he's still going to be kicked
All
out.
I'm going to say is that he does not know how to help his prime minister because she was out there trying left, right, and center to give him an out. Well, maybe if he didn't know about the test in time, we can understand that. But no, he comes out and he's saying different dates. Why? Djokovic, why? All right, so we've got more of the sports right here inside the locker room brought to you by BetKing. And Lewis Hamilton will not decide whether to return to Formula One this season until he sees the results of an inquiry into the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Now, Hamilton is disillusioned, and I'm sorry, very much, you know what? Yeah,
He
well,
should be.
so
He should be.
with Formula One, his Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff has said, as a result of last year's title deciding race, absolutely shambolic. That's what I mean. Check out
Yeah,
your
so
thoughts.
big one. The FIA had said they were going to start an inquiry. Um, they're going to start an inquiry into the final, into that Abu Dhabi race, and they were going to come out with some clarifications and explanations. Um, so they said that, and I'm sure a lot of people thought the inquiry would have finished by now,
Mhm.
because this race happened all the way in December.
Mm.
December ended, we didn't see any results. January is here, no results yet. Now the season starts in March. However, testing for the new season starts in February. um so the FIA has from now till February at least to
To answer the
release,
question.
yeah, to answer the question, because they said they'll bring the inquiry in time for them to still make changes for the 2022 rules and regulations. Some of those changes will include whether Michael Massey will stay on or he'll be fired, and stuff
He
like
should be
that.
fired.
But the problem with that Michael Massey being fired is that, remember, Michael Massey was a replacement for Charlie Whiting,
Mm-hmm.
who passed
So
on suddenly.
who's gonna replace?
Exactly.
Yeah.
There is nobody that Michael Massey was understudying Charlie Whiting. He hadn't graduated before he had to take the
There has
position,
to be
because
So
somebody.
Tega,
so right now there's nobody that has been prepared. So that's the one. That's
Tega,
number
my
one.
question is this: is it better to use a fork to drink water, or just to leave the water alone and look at it?
At, at this point, if you are thirsty, you are going to use a fork to drink the water. So,
Also, could it be that I mean, the FI is supposed to punish Lewis Hamilton for not attending the award ceremony. So there's also that one.
no. Before they will bring out the inquiry first, because the inquiry was part of the reason why why Mercedes
Didn't attend.
dropped their suit that they were supposed to take to CAS. They were going to carry the case to CAS. But one of the reasons why they decided to drop it was FI said, let's resolve it amongst ourselves. Let's not further damage the image of this thing. So there was some people are claiming that there was a quid pro quo agreement between Mercedes and FIA. Mercedes saying it was not a quid pro quo. We just said there was going to be an inquiry, so we're waiting for that result. So, but the FIA seemed to, maybe they thought people will forget when time passed. Well, here is Sir Lewis Hamilton
people
saying,
haven't forgotten
I
this
haven't
one.
forgotten. You must give me that result of the inquiry. So,
Okay, so people are weighing in on Djokovic. Somebody's saying Djokovic. Tayo from Aja says nobody is stopping Novak except himself. His selfish decision is putting others at risk. Blame the agent, but don't assume responsibility. That's not an excuse. We've got more in. Joe says, when you try to avoid a solution and problems follow you. Djokovic Djokovic just created more problems for himself. The dude should have gotten vaccinated. Simple. And Ronson says they should kick Djokovic out so that Nadal will have cruise control and win his 21st Grand Slam. Unprecedented, he says.
he's not winning. All I'm saying. All right, so
You just have
let's
to
go
do
to the story of importance. Remember, we are going to open the phone lines for this
the number
particular
one
story.
story in our
Yes.
hearts. Okay, let's do this.
Alrighty, don't forget the numbers, by the way, if you don't
No, no,
have
no, don't
them.
give numbers now.
Why not?
Because the calls will start coming in. Wait. You don't want the calls to start coming
It's
in.
about timing.
Let's
Okay,
read the story
but at least,
first.
can we at least acknowledge the senior man first? Kelechi Iheanacho, right? He was on target as Nigeria comfortably beats seven-time champions Egypt in their Africa Cup of Nations Group D opener. Now, Nigeria dominated throughout with, of course, with Egypt keeper Mohamed El Shmani tipping Taone's header onto the bar twice, denying also Chidera Ijuke. Now,
Yes.
I actually owe the Nigerian Super Eagles an
No, 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 no.
No,
We
apology
are
no,
no, no,
because
no. Call
no, no.
I
security. We are
wrote them
evicting
off.
Kayode
Oh,
from the
oh,
studio.
oh.
I wrote them
He
off
tried to do this
yesterday.
earlier.
I
No.
wrote them off yesterday. I mean, it's so sad.
No, no, no. We are no. You are still leaving this studio because the winners want to celebrate. We don't want it. In fact, come and be going.
I didn't say we won't win.
We
I just
have a
said I didn't
new
know. Just
intern in the studio. He has muscles. Don't worry.
Yes, use them.
Come on, evict
my friend.
Kayode out. The guy wants to finish his internship. He can't evict you. All right. So people, let's first talk about the Super Eagles yesterday. Brilliant performance. Like I said, Cerezo, I'm not going to say he's one of the most brilliant coaches, but he understands the Nigerian system, and I think that's what is important. Nigeria played to their strength yesterday. Nigeria is not Spain. We don't have a plethora of midfielders just hanging around and strolling down the streets. Nigeria is not Italy or France. Nigeria is Nigeria. We have some skill. We have a sprinkling of skill, some physical strength. You see these boys when they're eating pounded yam. That pounded
Useful.
yam is what helped them to
Useful
run
for
yesterday.
AFCON.
Yes, some physical strength. They have pace. They have hunger.
Oh yes, they
You
have
see,
pace.
if you are like a Kenneth Omero that has sold in traffic before, it's not Mosala that is going to overtake you. When you have been chasing Toyota in traffic, it's now Mosala with his two leg down. No, I can't. No, no, no. It's not like that. So I mean, we used that's what we did. We went back to our basics, not back to the basics of European football,
Mm-hmm.
back to the basics of the Nigerian spirit. And I think just engaging that. I don't think the Egyptians expected us to play like this because they seen the list of the names. They thought, these guys play in
Average
Europe
You know
guys.
they
now,
will have
and
that
they were
European.
prepared for the European influence. Carlos Queiroz was shocked. He shocked him. He couldn't believe the way that his team was beaten. I think Nigeria. I think my only grouse with Nigeria was that they didn't score more goals because they created chances. But if you have to remember, number one, this is the first match Nigeria is playing in at the AFCON tournament,
Yeah.
and with first matches at tournaments, it's a little tricky. But this was, I would say, the most fluent performance I have seen in the AFCON performance of all the teams.
Yes.
It's the most fluent. So we're going to open the phone lines now, and we're going to ask you people when we come back from the break.
Yes.
We are going to ask when you come back from the break to give your thoughts on Augustine Iguavon's tactical display on the day. I'm not saying you should
Prior to this time.
I'm not saying you should give him a pass mark to the final, but on the day, what do you think of Augustine Iguavon's tactics?
All right, and that is that. This part of the locker room has been brought to you by Bet King. Keep it tuned for more because
Doing a great job at Egypt, have signed a partnership with Stanbic IBTC, and the partnership is to further develop football in Nigeria. The signed MOU between Stanbic IBTC and NFF is will provide group life insurance for all 35 players of the national team with a total sum of 1.75 billion naira.
bet you
Oh
guys
See,
wow.
are
this is
invested
why I
now,
should have
Abby.
played
Bet
football.
you
I don't
guys are
like this thing.
invested now. So make sure be telling them that they need to insure their legs, their hands,
Yes,
everything.
yes. So that it did not just provide life insurance of 1.75 billion naira. It also provides a total personal accident insurance of 583 million naira annually for the next 3 years. So huge
Oh.
one for Stanbic IBTC, and that's not where they ended it. They came to the part that touched my heart. So Stanbic IBTC,
Tell me about the women.
yes, they actually sent journalists. So I saw the pictures when the journalists arrived in Garoua, and yesterday I saw one of the picture. The sorry, she's a photojournalist. So
Okay.
I saw her pictures with her own name, just photos, just on it. I was like, Pretty
Sea
girl.
level.
You're blown. You're not international. All because of Stanbic IBTC. Chai. Chai. So really good one for Stanbic IBTC and the NFF partnership, but huge one there. Congratulations to all parties as Super Eagles continue to thrive. So now we
The
go to
phone
the
lines.
phone
By the
lines.
way, okay, so these people are. We need to
They've
take
been
their
calling
calls,
before the time.
but we haven't even given you the phone numbers. We like you. 0144899981. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. We Is this Bash?
Uh,
Okay, so Bash, we have limited time though, but tell you what are your thoughts?
Okay.
all right, batch from Yaba. There we go. 0144899981. Let's hear more. Hello, good morning. Oh, hello, good morning. So what's your name and your location? Could you speak up for us as well? We can't quite hear you.
Yes,
Okay,
we can,
Solomon
Solomon.
from. Okay, Solomon, tell us what you think.
Did Tega
Tega.
play the match? Tega mentioned.
What is wrong with you? Tega played the match. Tega, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, because I think the boys brought everything to the field yesterday. Yeah, towards the end of the match, it was a bit scary, put some lapses.
It was a bit
So
scary.
I think the glory to go
He's
to
in the
the boys
bathroom
for
because he
now.
sounds like he's in the
Not
bathroom.
really a good. But let's look at the next game and we are taking here from there of the narration from there.
All right,
But this
studio.
one, was just they were just everything and everywhere, and everyone that has they just. I was so shocked that Mosala was not on the field. Uh, I thought he was there actually. I learned to know it was not on the field
Studio.
yesterday.
He was a very polite shadow at any rate.
No, no, no. He was there. He just had cut
He
side
was
seats.
restricted all the way
He
through.
had cut side seats to watch what we were watching. He wasn't playing.
All right, thank you so much. We got your messages up on youtube.com/smooth981 FM Lagos, where we are streaming live. Hello, good morning, and watch out for Tega's jumper. No, sweatshirt. Yeah. Okay, so we've got your messages. B says the tactics worked. From the matches I have watched so far, I am yet to see a team which I think the Super Eagles cannot beat. If they build upon that performance and are more clinical in finishing, we should go far, says B. And messages up on WhatsApp.
Wow, a lot of
Um,
them here.
yeah, there was
Uh,
someone who came
what's his?
in actually and was backing Tega up in terms of had actually come in at, towards the beginning of the show to say that the game so far had not been that great, but the Super Eagles that first game was the first one he had seen that he thought it is a
Yeah.
beautiful sport.
Yeah.
Ronti says, without taking anything away from the Eagles, I cannot but feel the result was more of a reflection of poor outing by the Egyptians, but we can get better.
Ronti and Kayode will not eat
No,
jollof
but I'm
rice
just
when we
trying to
win.
say
They will
something
not
though.
eat
Could
jollof
it
rice
be
when we
that the
win.
Egyptians were just
No,
really
no, no.
poor?
We were good.
Okay.
We are the ones that stopped them from playing their football. So you and Ronti, no jollof when we win.
All right, no problem.
All right, calls or messages, Tega, you pick because
Let's let,
there's a
let's take some
load
messages.
of all of
Let's
them.
take some
All
messages.
right, so we got this one in. Charles Chidozie says, taking the coach's tactics yesterday, I think he prepared and set up his team to play against the opponent in front of them. Hope he continues like that, one game at a time.
Yeah.
Let's take it one game at a time till victory. Okay, Tyra from Aja says, I'm going scriptural, and then clears his throat. The Egyptian you see today, tomorrow you shall see them no more.
Amen.
And Gordon front loaded the formation with attackers. This is what Ogenero failed to understand. Nice game all through, but please, let's not go the way of England with it's coming home mantra. It's our
Yeah,
first game.
yeah.
Just
I'm
pace
just saying.
yourselves, is
I'm
what
just
Tyre
saying
from
to you.
Aja is saying. You know, but you know us, Tyre, Nigerians, positivity. We can see the future, and it is good. Chimabi Victor from Alabama International says, "Good morning, guys. Kudos to the Super Eagles of Nigeria for their victory against the Egyptian national team. A lot of us never saw that victory coming at all. Our defense silence."
Offensala.
Offense
Offensala
Offense
is
Salah
silence.
Mo
in
I'm
the
going
Salah.
to.
Egyptian team.
Oh, okay. In that Egyptian team, the main Mo Salah is still in Liverpool. And for Joe Aribo and Wilfred Ndidi, they were exceptional in that midfield.
I
And
agree.
looking forward to seeing Real Madrid thrashing Barcelona 4-0.
Do you know the
Hashtag
funny
locker
thing?
room 981.
I actually don't know about the Saribo guy. I had to go and read about
How
him.
can
Like,
you not
who
know
is
Joe
the
Aribo?
Saribo guy?
He's the best Super Eagles player. I'm not talking of talent, but personally, when you go to interview these guys, all of them come around. Everybody is a Super Eagles player. Joe Aribo is very courteous, very polite. His approach. He will take his time. He'll answer your.
Listen, Oteka
He's
fell
my
in love with
favorite
him.
person.
So she came back one day and she was like, oh,
No, no, no. Joe Aribo is my son. That's not the.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that's
no,
not.
no, 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 no. I mean, you fell in love with his. Calm down, calm
Okay.
down, calm down.
That's my son.
Why did you take it romantically?
He said I fell in love
You
with him.
fell. You can fall in love
You can
with
fall in love with
angels
his
now.
personality
Calm
now.
down, calm down.
Hey, but you know what? The guy is awesome. And I was surprised they gave him the number 10 shirt, but I see what he did with the game, so it's
So
just
yeah, when
understandable.
you watch Rangers, that's pretty much the position he played under Steven Gerrard. Uh, but they were hesitant to give him that number in the Super Eagles. When
Because Iwobi's
yeah,
there already, you know.
Augustine Guavon just said, you know what,
Let's
Iwobi,
give him.
sit down, Joaribo, play.
More
Let's
calls?
take some phone calls.
0144899981. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Your name and your location?
Hi, Greg.
Gregory from Oja. Okay. Feel free, let loose.
No, I was pissed off because that guy, for me, I think it's the end of his career playing for the Super Eagles. He feels that it's bigger than the team. He
Nice
prefers
for
to
us.
play for his Napoli team. And now he's congratulating the team for winning Egypt. For a long time, I've not seen a Super Eagles with this kind of desire and the determination I saw those boys put up yesterday. And I hope they will continue.
All
And
right.
for Iguavon, let him win the cup like Keshi. I will also be happy for him.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice one, Gregory.
Cerezo for president.
Nice one,
All right, so
Gregory.
let's go to the next story, please. Because if we leave it, it will be Super Eagles locker room.
All right.
Okay.
So we've got more in.
Transfer expectations. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Tottenham Hotspur manager Antonio Conte says he has no expectations over whether the club will strengthen the squad in January, but concedes they have many problems to solve. Now, on the eve of the return leg of the Carabao Cup, Conte said the transfer policy was down to the club and he was just focusing on trying to extract the best out of the current players.
All right. So, this evening it's Chelsea against Tottenham and Liverpool against Arsenal in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. For Tottenham, Chelsea, it's the second leg. For Arsenal, Liverpool is the first leg because the first leg was postponed because of a lot of COVID positive tests coming in from Liverpool, most of which turned out to be false negatives. Can you imagine? Apart from Trent Arnold, whom Mo Salah was looking for yesterday but didn't find. But let's go back to the story. But it's a huge task for Tottenham. They are 2 goals down against the Chelsea side, but they come up and they're playing at home. There's no impossibility in football. They can overturn that result and still defeat Chelsea. But the Thomas Tuchel that I know is not about to concede 3 goals, or 3 unreplied goals. So it's going to be a tough ask, and it's going to be a tough mountain to climb. And really, we were expecting that Tottenham Hotspur will know that Antonio Conte likes what he likes, and if he doesn't see it, he will leave your club, whether he's winning or not. So I'm suspecting he's still giving us PR, because if Antonio Conte says I want player, and Daniel Levy does not give him player, I can guarantee you that he will resign at the end of the season. He's that kind of guy. But for Arsenal, Liverpool, Arsenal had not a great weekend, losing to Nottingham Forest over the weekend. So they want to redeem themselves. For Liverpool, they had a good weekend. They won, but they're still without their star players who are here in Africa.
Yeah, so
One of them who was caged by Omero. If only Arsenal could
it's
afford
actually very
Omero.
surprising that Omero, let me not just write off our
I
people.
hope he comes back, because he has that. He picked up that hamstring, that cramp. I'm going to call it cramp. Let me not speak hamstring into his life. He picked up a cramp at the end of the match. That's my take. So we hope to see him back. But for Arsenal Liverpool tonight, if you don't win, just recognize that there will be banter. Is it tonight? It's on Thursday. Just recognize that there will be banter in the streets. Just know.
All right.
Wow, didn't sound at all like a threat. Not even a little bit. And I can't believe it, but there we are.
Yeah,
We're done.
that's it in the locker room.
That's our show. But thank you so much. You can always find Tega and keep on continue the conversation rather up on social media across all platforms. She's at Tega Supreme. Okay. And just let's have that talk. Also, if you don't think the Nigerian team, if you think the Nigerian team can actually go the whole 9 yards, keep up the conversation. I think now, I'm a believer in the Super Eagles. I believe that we can go the whole 9 yards.
Oh, Super Eagles, so sorry. Goodbye.
Next time I'll bring the security